What's a joke that's so stupid it's funny? Say what you want about deaf people. A plateau is the highest form of flattery. Guy walks up to the widow at her husband's funeral and says, "May I just say one word?" "Sure," she replies. Plethora. The widow says, "Thanks. That means a lot." What do you get when you cross a joke with a rhetorical question? "Hey, guess what?" "What?" "Good guess. I have many jokes about unemployed people. Sadly none of them work." Why can't hedgehogs just share the hedge? They say smoking kills, but it cures salmon. Why do scuba divers jump backwards out of the boat? Because if they jumped forward, they'd still be in the boat. What do you call a magic dog? A labracadabrador. A Mexican magician told his audience he was going to vanish on the count of 3. He counted, uno, dos, and disappeared without a trace. How many Mexicans does it take to screw in a light bulb? Just one. Courtesy of my daughter. What do you call a broken can opener? A can't opener. You can't run through a campsite. You can only ran because it's past tense. I saw a nice stereo on Craigslist for $1. Seller says the volume is stuck on high. I couldn't turn it down. A man walked into a zoo. There was one dog. It was a Shih Tzu. I used to be good at telling jokes, but now I just punch up line. Why'd the old man fall down the well? Because he couldn't see that well. To be frank, I'd have to change my name. I saw a commercial on late night TV that said, "Forget everything you know about slipcovers." So I did. And it was a load off my mind. Then the commercial tried to sell me slipcovers, but I didn't know what the hell they were. A naked guy just dunked his balls in glitter. That's pretty nuts. Edit. Of course my first gold would be testicle related. That's how the internet works. Thanks stranger. What's red and smells like blue paint? Red paint. A pirate walks into a bar. He's walking bow-legged, because he has a steering wheel chained between his knees. The bartender asks the obvious, "Why do you have a steering wheel chained between your legs?" The pirate answers, "Yar, I don't know, but it's driving me nuts." What do you call an alligator in a vest? An investigator. A priest, a pastor, and a rabbi walk into a bar. The bartender says, "What is this, some kind of joke?" If Russians pronounce B's as V's, then Soviet. I stole this from online, but I used it at work and got a bunch of laughs. While using the stepladder, someone said, "What do you need that ladder for?" I replied, "I never knew my real ladder. This is just my stepladder." What do you get when you combine a dyslexic, an insomniac, and an agnostic? Someone who lies awake at night wondering if there's a dog. I bought the world's worst thesaurus today. Not only was it terrible, but it was also terrible. Do any of you have experience making Moroccan rolls? I found a recipe in a magazine, but I wasn't sure about it because the recipe calls for thyme and a bunch of other spices. I had them all, but unfortunately they were all expired. I decided to make them anyways, took them to a party, and they ended up all being eaten. Everyone thought they were delicious. I guess what they say is true. People love that old-time Moroccan roll. What did the grape say when the elephant sat on it? Nothing, but it let out a little wine. A drummer's wife had quadruplets. He wanted to name each one Anna. She asked how he will tell them apart. He replied, "Anna 1. Anna 2. A man enters a pun contest in his local newspaper. He sends in 10 puns, hoping at least one of them would win, but unfortunately, no pun intended. What's the difference between Dubai and Abu Dhabi? People in Dubai don't like the Flintstones, but people in Abu Dhabi do.